Baby JC is the favourite at 225 in front of Simply Limelight at 330. 480 about Elite Alex, which along with Baby JC has been the best back runner this afternoon. And then we go $5 about Custard Manelli. Custard Manelli is prepared by David Hobby in Western Australia. But whilst he's been campaigning in Sydney, he's been under the care of Peter Davis, and Mick Howley caught up with Peter earlier tonight.
Joined by Peter Davis, who's been looking after Custard Manelli. Pete, how's the week been since the semis?
Yeah, nothing different, Mick. He's arrived only 2 days before the heat, and he looked strange to the track for mine when he won, and that was terrific. But he's settled in really well every day, and he's got the eye of the tiger, the dog. Opportunity more than ability, I think it comes to now. If he begins, he's right in it. But Dave gave me a Meccano set of instructions, and I promise you, mate, they got thrown out the window. So he's got the very best. He's on the same kibble. The diet's been fantastic. His weight's been static, and the dog's feeling $1 million. He's not a huge dog, but he's really built like a Mack truck, and got great focus.
And as you mentioned, he looked a bit lost that first week. Chased a pretty smart one last week and ran a pretty good time. You expect further improvement this week?
Well, I don't know whether he can or not, Mick, to be honest, but he's certainly more familiar with the track, let's put it that way. So if he begins and puts himself in the race, I think he's got a lead. It's now very windy, which is another element that people don't know that aren't here. So it's going to be interesting, but obviously the dog who ran him down at Simply Limelight's a super strong dog. Like, he's regularly trialled here in times that most aficionados at Wentworth Park can't think's possible. So he's a very fast dog, but if he gets in front, he'll give Dave and everyone in WA a huge thrill. But he's a beautiful, beautiful dog. He'll make someone a great pet one day, and he's just a pleasure to have. And he's eaten up at home, and his diet hasn't changed, so his weight's static, and I'm really happy.
Mate, you mentioned if he's in front, has he got to be in front to win?
I suppose so. I mean, there's a lot of speed outside as well, but if he can hold them early, he's got really good burn down the back. I think we made a thing in my column about the time that Victor Damien ran here 1 week from winning post to the 720s to the top corner. He was only a couple of ticks off that, so he has got the mid-race burn to hold them. But again, whether he can hold Simply Limelight, if Simply Limelight gets the same opportunity, so that's what I mean. It's about opportunity and ability, and he's 29.5. It's good enough, but as you saw, Mortified just run the hands off the clock. It's about getting out in front.
You had an Easter egg finalist a decade ago. Still a special night, even though you're not actually connected. You're kind of connected, but you're not trainer. Yeah. Still special for you?
Of course it is. And that night, Chrissy, she's sitting on the lounge at home, 13 years old now, and she's a really special dog to us. But that night she drew 8, and we had a wide runner in 6, and we come here with little expectation, and you can imagine what happened. So, but tonight he's in with a hope. He's not saying he's the best dog in the field, but if he steps cleanly, Mick, they'll know they're in a race.
You said Dave gave you a stack of information and tactics. Have you worked on the split? Any of those sorts of terms been done yet?
No, he's the meanest man on the planet. So no, that's all good. But he's been over before. We won I think the new sensation with Penny Manelli, Zach Manelli's mum, and it's been a good association. And Dave's now wanting to keep him here for another couple of weeks. We'll go to the Nowra Classic. So. He's a pleasure to have, Mick. He's no trouble at all, quiet, clean, eats everything, loves to work. And as I said, we probably don't work him as hard as Dave does, and maybe that might be the key to beginning. Who knows? The answer will be known in the first 4 or 5 seconds.
Best of luck tonight. Good luck on an Easter egg, another Easter egg, and mate, hopefully I'll talk to you after the race.
Well, let's hope so, mate. But we're in there with a genuine show.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, Mick.
Custard Manelli has box 2, and as our form analyst wrote in thedogs.com.au, a vital part of Custard is egg.
Okay. Really, that's...
I've given you something, you've just given me donuts.
Yeah,
absolute donuts. I'll tell you what,
really?
But he's been the surprise packet of the series for me, Custard Manelli. He came over basically as a grade 5 dog from WA.
He has, and 29.52. He's going to be better for 2 runs around here. Third up at the track. They've done a really good job with him. He showed plenty of ability over there. I didn't think he had what he's shown in him when he did come over, but probably a surprise packet of the series, Duke. But he's going to get every chance from box 2.
All right, Elite Alex has been really, really well supported this afternoon, particularly. They bet $7.50 earlier this week. He's into around $4.80. He's prepared by Mark Delbridge. Mick Cowley caught up with him earlier.
Mark Delbridge, Elite Alex in this grand final. How's the week been for you, mate?
Oh, same as any other week. Up to Jan's yesterday, and then come up here tonight, and then go home again tomorrow.
Hey, box 8. No dramas in box 8?
Oh, down at home, no, he goes all right from 7 and 8. So, yeah, well, can't see why box 8 can't hurt him tonight.
Hey, kind of been a little bit forgotten here. Everyone's talking about the inside brigade, which isn't a bad thing, I guess.
Oh yeah, as I said, no pressure on us. As I said, the 6 and the 7 do go to the fence, so it is a little bit of a bonus. Leave him out there wide, and hopefully he doesn't get hit on the first corner.
Mate, that's the key, obviously, getting around that first corner.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mate, a lot of leaders in this race. Where do you hope that he'll be?
Oh, first 2 or 3, I suppose, around the first corner.
Mate, Easter egg night. You've won a lot of big races. Easter egg night. Still get a thrill from this night?
Oh yeah, sure will. Yeah, for sure. As I said, first-time owners. So yeah, big thrill for them.
Mate, best of luck in a few minutes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mark.
Mark Delbridge there, the trainer of Elite Alex, and look, no doubting it's got a genuine chance, but to me, the box kills it, Timmy.
I don't think he's badly drawn out there, wide out on the track, but getting across is another matter. It's very, very tough to get across from box 8 here at Wentworth Park in elite company. When you're racing greyhounds at Group 1 level, getting across is very tough unless you are an out-and-out freak at box rise and have got that early speed. In saying that, Ritzadonna hasn't got much early dash, but El Yer has. Belmont Bell's got a turn of speed. Reflections will be punching up. And even Castor Manelli, he's got pace and he'll run a straight line through the first turn. So he will need to really nail the jump and get down probably under 540 to get across you.
Yeah, and look, he's 2 runs here. He's run 5.56 and 5.50 from box 7 and box 1.
Yeah, not a hope in hell of getting across if you're running those sectionals in this race tonight from box 8.
Here's our Isolinks for people that don't know, the vest that the greyhounds wear. There's a little chip in there, and there's different marker points around the track here at Wentworth Park, and we're able to get the speed at various points of the 520 metres. And look, Simply Limelight last week, look at that run home time to me, 11:40. If he is 2 or 3 behind, for example, Baby JC, who came home in 11:69, that's, what's that, 29, that's 4 lengths. You know, he's run home 4 lengths faster than Baby JC last week.
3 lengths quicker.
29. He one ran 11:40, one ran 11:69.
Yeah, 3 tenths.
29.
3 tenths, a length and a half is a
4.7. 4.7's a 28. 4 lengths.
Okay.
Well, a length is 7/100.
Yeah, length and a half is a tenth. I had.
Yeah, but
so 3 lengths.
A length.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Actually, long night. Yeah, 4 lengths. So you're right. Yeah, if he is within 4 lengths of Baby JC, he can run her down.
That was what I was trying to get.
And you're spot on. It's late in the night, and my maths. It's actually a strong point of mine generally as well.
It is mine. I'm thinking, what are you doing? 3, 1, 4 and 2, the tips from thedogs.com.au. They are on the track for the big one, the Group 1 Golden Easter Egg. This is the 33rd running of it, and it was first won, as I said, by Ultrasense, trained by one of the great training duos in Jimmy and Christine Coleman. All right, Baby JC, 3 for 3 off the inside. First time it draws a box here at Wentworth Park. She was terrific last week, 29.59. I mentioned earlier, Timmy, she's been the bridesmaid in 3 Group 1 events. 2 Group 1s and 1 Group 2, the Laurels, the Australian Cup and the Futurity, which Windrow Class won earlier this year, and Windrow Class just won the consolation.
I think the stars will align tonight. She's beautifully drawn underneath Custard Manelli. She'll get every chance to drive up if she can take control, run a 29.50 odd in front. I think she'll take out the Golden Eastery.
Custard Manelli, he's been terrific here at his only 2 starts. He won his heat in 29.78 and then ran second last week when Simply Limelight ran him down. He clocked 29.52.
Yeah, we just mentioned, I think he's been the surprise packet of the series. He makes his own luck on speed. He's third up tonight at Wentworth Park, which is a big tick. Greyhounds continually improve at Wentworth Park when you come from interstate. He's a major player.
Simply Limelight, the massive danger for me. I know we've both tipped Baby JC, but I don't want to see Simply Limelight within 5 or 6 of Baby JC down the back if she's leading. He's won 16 times. He ran a PB last week going 44.
Yeah, as we've just said and we've confirmed, he is 4 lengths quicker coming home than Baby JC, so he can give her that down the back straight and still a runner down. Where will he get to in the run? He's got an undeniable chance.
Reflections could be the smoky. She can show pace. She's not badly drawn in box 4. She loves to middle track. She's not without a hope in this.
Best roughie in the race by far for mine, Duke. She's got a moderate beginner underneath her. Yeah, can show speed out of the boxes, but so can Reflections. As I said, I think she's the best value runner in the race.
All right, number 5, I should say, is Yeah. And the interesting fact about both Simply Limelight and Yeah, they actually finished 4th in their heat. They were the lucky force to qualify for the semis. Yeah last week at $51.
Yeah, really surprised running 29.59 here last week. Oh, this is much tougher and has got an awkward alley.
Ritzadonna, a Group 1 Dapto Megastar winner back a couple of years when trained by Mark Gatt, now prepared by Mark Davidson up at Brandy Hill in the Newcastle region. She was really good last week when running second.
Yeah, she's a greyhound who hasn't got any early pace. She'll rely on a lot of luck, but if she does find the fence through the first turn and there is any jostling or jamming up in front, she'll be running home. Put her into the wider multiples at a big, big price.
We had 2 50-1 winners last week. The Yeah was the first of them. Belmont Bullet, it won its semi-final going 29.82. Just its second win here at Wentworth Park in 15 starts.
Mighty Boyle overtaking at the semi-final, but this is a whole different ball game tonight. Not for me.
And 8 the Pink is a lead, Alex, by Fernando Bale out of Suffragette. Suffragette was a winner of the launching pad at Sandown Park when trained by Steve White. It's a 12-time winner from 25 career starts. Ran second in the heat, second in the semi-final.
Heavily tried, Elite Alex. He's well drawn wide out, but not that well drawn in this race. I don't know whether he can get across from the wide alley.
There's a look at the market, and Baby JC out to $2.30. $3.30 now about Simply Limelight. $5 Custard Manelli. $5 about Elite Alex, and your roughie, Reflections, at $14.
Yeah, I'm in the corner of Baby JC from the gun alley. I think she'll maintain her unbeaten record from the red. The best roughie, the best value runner in the race for mine is no doubt Reflections.
To many, this is the Holy Grail in New South Wales, the Golden Easter Egg. It's one of the toughest series to win. No greyhound has ever won back-to-back Golden Easter Eggs, and they are being boxed for the 2023 renewal, sponsored by Ladbrokes. Our caller is Matt Jackson.
Set to jump. Green light is turned on. The lure's on its way. 240 Baby JC. To jump favourite there, set for the egg, ready, racing, and she left well, Baby JC. She'll go through and she'll lead to the first corner from Belmont Bullet and wider Elite Alex. Getting up on the inside, Custard Manelli and Simply Limelight's threaded through. Up to 4th now is Reflections. They're followed by Yeah and Ritzadonna down the back, and it's Baby JC 3/4 on Simply Limelight, who's charging up on the inside, and Simply Limelight's dashed to the lead now from Baby JC. They're followed by Custard Manelli, but it's Simply Limelight clear. This is what dreams are made of. Simply Limelight won the Easter Egg and beat Baby JC. 3rd Custard Manelli, 4th Reflections. They're followed Yeah, Elite Alex, Belmont Bullet and Ritzadonna. The time 29.48, and that is his crowning moment. Number 3, Simply Limelight for Peter Rogers.
Simply Limelight takes out the Group 1 Golden Easter Egg at Wentworth Park for 2023, defeating Baby JC. And as they get to the line for 3rd, it should be number 2, Custard Manelli, although Reflections has lunged. We just wait for this to roll on. It is 3, 1, 2 and 4. 3-1, 2 and 4, and we spoke pre-race. The one dog you didn't want within 4 or 5 lengths of Baby JC was Simply Limelight. He is a Wentworth Park specialist, Timmy.
Win number 17 here at the track. Remarkable effort. When he got straight to second through the first turn. When she led, Duke, I thought, well, it's all over, because the race was going to pan out. The speed greyhounds were going to get the second, third and fourth. He was back on the rails and he was going to be buried back in the pack. All of a sudden, through the first turn and out of it, she was in front, but he then just poked up on the rails when Custom Manelli wanted to go wide of the first turn. All of a sudden, he's gone from 5th or 6th to second into the back, and it's good night, Nurse, because he was only 2.5, 3 lengths off her.
29.48 the time, 11.54 the run home. And Peter Rogers and his partner Patricia Breen, long time stalwarts in the industry. Peter recognised as one of the best breaker-inners is probably the best way to put it. Long time member at Richmond, he was the chairman there. He's been a board member, and this is undoubtedly their greatest thrill in greyhound racing for 2023 Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg winner, Simply Limelight. And let's say he's a greyhound. Look, he does need a little bit of luck in race, but he finds that luck, Timmy. This is the thing about him. He's such a tenacious chaser here. I think he's only won 1 race away from this track. He has. 44 career starts now, 18 wins, 17 of them. Went to go outside Baby JC there, then got underneath her. Custom Manelli, he's run right up to his great form throughout this series, but all honours with Simply Limelight.
Yeah, spot on, Duke. He did it the hard way because he had to rely on a little bit of luck, but then he had to run down a greyhound who's capable of running 29.5, 29.6 in front. But when he got straight there, when he got straight there, we know what he can run home in, and he was just simply too good. And a great training effort by Peter Rogers and Patricia Breen to take out the big one tonight.
1 3/4 by 2 3/4, 3-1, 2 and 4, and a very, very happy Patricia Breen is trackside now with Mick Cowley.
Joined by Pat Breen. Pat, how does that feel?
Oh, just amazing, absolutely amazing. I can't believe it. I want to see a replay.
You and Pete, you've won a golden Easter egg, yeah? The race that everyone wants to win.
Also, Peter's wanted this race so bad. Yeah, it's very, and for the dog, like, he deserves a big race. He's tried really hard all his career.
I guess that's the thing, we go back July last year, and he was the dog that was coming through, and then obviously through the Nationals he got the injury, setbacks, but you pursued it.
Yes, kept him going, and he's stayed sound since then. Like, we haven't had any, touch wood, any further injuries with him, so, and he's really relaxed. He loves to travel, he loves the van, so yeah.
Tell me the feelings going up the back when he was in second behind the leader.
Oh, I couldn't believe it. I thought, is that my dog there? No. So I pushed my way to the fence and it was him. It was very exciting. I got a bit excited.
You're allowed to get excited. We've just won a golden Easter egg.
That I can't believe either.
What does this mean? You and Pete, you've been involved in the sport for a long, long time. Yep. What does this mean for you guys to reach the pinnacle?
I think it's like a verification that, all the hard work's finally paid off. And I mean, any race is good to win, but this is very special.
Will Pete be shedding a tear, or he's past that?
No, I don't think. I think he'll be very happy. I think he'll be very relieved. He's been a bit nervous, but I think he'll be fine now.
Right, congratulations, golden Easter egg winner. Congratulations to you and Pete, and of course, Simply Limelight.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Pat.
Thank you.
Mick Cowley with Patricia Breen there. Here is Box Rise and Baby JC. She came out humming. And look, there's Simply Limelight. I think he's probably running 6th or 7th there. Cops a bump with Custom Manelli, who gets underneath him. Baby JC hops off.
You know what? That bump has won him the race.
Yep.
He was on the outside of Custom Manelli. If he didn't cop that bump and drop back to get underneath it behind Custom Manelli, he doesn't win the race. He gets through here, Duke, when Custom Manelli goes wide at the first turn. That bump has won him the race.
Have a look here at the first turn, Timmy, where Baby JC, look at that. It's just like the Sydney heads opening up. Custom Manelli, I tell you what, Peter Rogers and Patricia Breen should be buying the connections of Custom Manelli a drink. Look, he went to go outside Baby JC, then ducked back inside. But down the back straight, it literally was, again, we said it a couple of times tonight, it was game, set and match because just his run home. We saw it in that Isolinks data, Timmy, and we said if he was 4 lengths off Baby JC, he runs home over the top of him.
And going by the 300-metre boxes down the back, he was probably 3 off her at that point. But now looking back at that vision, this is why this vision is so good, Duke. I didn't pick up on, because when watching the race live, she nailed the jump straight to the front, and then I looked at the other greyhounds coming across, looked at where he was, and I didn't think they could beat her. And then all of a sudden, bang through the first turn, he's, lo and behold, got that run through. And I don't know how he got there. Now I do after looking at that vision.
Takes his prize money to $440,000, Simply Limelight. 44 career starts, 18 wins, 15 minor placings. And I spoke to Patricia last week, and I said, look, he's been a dog that was touted as a smart dog early on. He got beat in a maiden here. I'm pretty sure it might have been Doonan who beat him by literally an eyelash, going 29-7. Last week I said Tiger Jack, but I'm pretty sure it was Doonan that beat him. So he's run up to what he produced early in his career, but he should have won probably should have won the Group 1 National Sprint here when he was injured in the run as well. And, you know, to persevere, get him to come back. It's been a long road for them. He's lived up to that hype as a young pup, and he's lived up to what we know he can do. And look, you've got a feel for connections to Baby JC. For the 4th time in a feature race, she's finished runner-up. She's the bridesmaid again tonight, but certainly no disgrace in her run.
No, not at all, Duke. She was super gallant. She was just unfortunate. That greyhound got straight to second through the first turn. There's not another greyhound in the race which would have run Baby JC down when you're running 29.6 in front.
Well, the margin was 2 3/4 between second and third, so that tells the tale there. But what a thrill it must be. What you know, I could only imagine what these people have gone through in the last, say, 6 nights since the semis, the box draw. I know what it's like as an owner, even when it's not a Group 1. You look at the race and you think how it's going to play out. I couldn't imagine what it'd be like to have one in a Group 1 race like this. I wouldn't sleep for a week, seriously, mate.
Yeah, that makes two of us, Duke. Yeah, and they've been in the game for so long, Duke, and they've done it from the early days. So I think that adds that extra element to the race when you've had the greyhound from a young dog and bred it and educated it. As you said, Peter Rogers has been well known for being one of the greatest or the best breaker inners. That's actually a word.
I don't know what the word. I just say he's a breaker inner or a breaker. Yeah.
He broke Chica Destacata in. So he's been renowned for that, but he's always been a good man with a race dog, and he has won plenty of races in his time, and none bigger than this one.
All right, let's head trackside for the presentation of the Group 1 Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg for 2023. Here's Ronnie Arnold.
State, Baby JC and Custard Manelli. Congratulations to them. I'd like now to call upon Andrew from Ladbrokes to come forward to present to Patricia Breen the most sought-after trophy in greyhound racing, the Golden Easter Egg. Go and help a friend. We have a couple of our directors and the Minister to come forward to present the place getters trophies. And Andrew from Ladbrokes, if I could just have you come forward, please. And just on behalf of the company, we would like to really thank you so much for your continued support here. It's been a wonderful relationship with the GBOTA and particularly racing of greyhounds in New South Wales. Please take back to your management our wonderful, sincere thanks, and may it go on for many, many years to come. We congratulate you.
Thank you very much. No, thank you on behalf of Ladbrokes. It's obviously been a fantastic night, and we're very proud supporters of this race and New South Wales Djibouti generally. So well done to all the winning connections tonight and across all races. It's been a fantastic night, and I hope everyone enjoys the rest of the evening. So thank you very much, Ray. Cheers.
Thank you very much indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, there is the winner that goes into the honour roll for the 2023 Golden Easter Egg, Simply Limelight.
And that is Peter Rogers with the Golden Easter Egg now. And Patricia Breen giving Simply Limelight a big kiss and a big cuddle. Look at that, words of wisdom in his ear. He's just taking it all in his stride. And there is Peter Rogers holding the Golden Easter Egg. And as I said, it is one of the most valued trophies in Australian greyhound racing. And another top-class greyhound adds its name to the honour roll, Timmy. And wow, you could only imagine how they'd be feeling right now, the euphoria of winning an event like a Golden Easter Egg. It's just something that all of us in greyhound racing actually dream of.
Yeah, it's the race which, as you've mentioned a few times tonight, the Holy Grail. There is, of course, richer races here in New South Wales and around the country, Duke, but it's just got that aura about it, the Golden Easter Egg, Duke. And for a New South Wales owner, trainer, breeder, it's the race you do want to win, even though $1 million chase is worth a lot more, Duke, but this is one for the purists. And yeah, I dare say Peter and Patricia will remember this night for years
Eternity,
and years to
mate.
come.
Eternity. I remember when I first brought out the Greyhound Racing Extra videos. It was 1994. The first feature story that we did about a race series was the Golden Easter Egg. Steve Moran was the racing manager here at the GBOTA. It was won in 94 by Stan Wardle with Mancunian Girl, who was a top-class Victorian chaser. But I'd seen every Easter egg before that. I was here on the first night that Ultrasense won. And you're right, Timmy, it's not the richest race, but speak to Andy Lord, right? And the only race he ever wanted to win in his life was a Golden Easter Egg. And he did it last year with She's a Pearl. And I'm sure it's pretty much what we heard from, from Trisha Breen there, that they wanted to win it as well. And good luck to her. I know there's only one winner on the night, but it's so good to see people who have had that long-held dream to win a race like this, to see it actually come off.
And for greyhound fans, Duke, I was a kid growing up in Newcastle, and every Easter, me and a group of mates, we'd jump in the car, we'd come down for the Golden Easter Egg. We would hardly come down to Wentworth Park, due to whatever you might have had on, but we never, ever missed a Golden Easter Egg when I think the first one might have been Rapid Journey. And from then, never missed one. It's just you had to get to the Golden Easter Egg. You're a greyhound fan, I'm coming down for Egg Night. And
some of the great race calls, as I said, I know, you call them, I know what a thrill it was, but PA's call of Power to Burn, winning the Golden Easter Egg. It's just, it's that the greyhounds had a close connection with Rapid Journey, and I saw the champions. I was behind the boxes when Fernando Bar won, when you called it. I saw Brett Lee. I saw all these champion dogs win, and that's what I say. To me, that's what makes a race. The greyhounds who win it. Mick Cowley is trackside, and he is now speaking with Peter Rogers, the winning trainer of the Golden Easter Egg.
Peter Rogers, congratulations. Golden Easter Egg winner. It's got a good ring to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really, really does. The $300,000 has a better ring. But no, the race was over at the winning post the first time round when he slotted straight into second place. As long as he didn't get impatient and run his race the way he ran it, he was always going to be very, very hard to hold out. All accolades to all the other greyhounds that competed right through the heats, the semis and the finals. All done a wonderful job with their greyhounds. The dogs that have travelled from interstate. It's hectic. I've done it myself and got beaten. But when you come here and you got Simply Limelight, you got him on his own dunghill, be very careful of him. He'll get you.
It's a bit of validation for him as well. As you said, he's a real tough sort of dog. What he went through last year, it's the kind of stamp that he really deserved.
Yeah, he did deserve it. He's been an absolute warrior for the last 12 months here, as I said before, and he just needed to win a race like this. He's been in 7 group races in the last 12 months, and he just could not get one, but they're very hard to win. They don't give them away. That's why not many dogs win them. So he's done fantastic and pulled up a treat, and it's just onwards and upwards from here for him, you know, so it was good. It was good.
You said when I spoke to you earlier, it'd mean a lot for Pat. What does it mean for you as well, though?
Well, it means for me, I've led my first dog out when I was 10 years of age. I can't remember what track was there, the Grafton or Armadale. The stewards were a bit more lax then. My father was injured at the time. Not my father, a bloke by the name of Raymond Gallagher. He was my mentor way back in the day in greyhound racing. And I led the dog out, and I'm 67 now, so 57 years of hard grind to get here, and always had nice dogs, always had good winners, always enjoyed the sport, but it just hasn't come overnight. It hasn't, but always knew there was a good race in the dog. Tonight was the defining moment for him, because you thought he's got the box, he's got the dogs that are going to cart him into the race, which they did, and you think, well, if he doesn't win this tonight, where are we going? Where are we going? So he nailed it. So it was very good.
You said 57 years. What's the view like from the summit?
For who?
What's the view like from the summit? You're at the summit now as a trainer.
Oh, I'll be mowing yards, whippersnippering, picking up dog poo and feeding 35 dogs tomorrow as normal. But you asked me what it meant to Pat. It means so much to Pat. She put so much into the dogs. She wouldn't care if the dog run 100 yards last or one. She doesn't care. And that's a great thing, because the dogs have got she's got such a rapport with the dogs, and it's just so good. It's just so good. And she just loves the animals. She does. And it's been a great journey all the way along. But to get the dogs around safely, which we did tonight, is good. Winning is a bonus.
That trophy looks pretty handy under your arm.
It's very heavy. I hope it's pure gold, is it?
You can find out later.
It used to be.
You can melt it down tonight and let us know.
I don't think so.
Thanks. Congratulations, Pete.
Thank you very much.
Set for the egg, ready, racing, and she left well, Baby JC. She'll go through and she'll lead to the first corner from Belmont Bullet, and wider Elite Alex. Getting up on the inside, Custard Manelli and Simply Limelight's threaded through. Up to fourth now is Reflections. They're followed by Allier and Ritsadonna. Down the back, and it's Baby JC, 3/4 on Simply Limelight, who's charging up on the inside. And Simply Limelight's dashed to the lead now from Baby JC. They're followed by Custard Manelli, but it's Simply Limelight clear. This is what dreams are made of. Simply Limelight won the Easter egg and beat Baby JC. Third, Custard Manelli. Fourth, Reflections.
Simply Limelight for Peter Rogers. He thinks it's made of pure gold. I've got bad news for Peter Rogers. It's not made of pure gold, but I'll tell you what, the $300,000 cheque makes up for it a little bit as well, Timmy.
It might have used to be, but I don't think about that. But the 300, it's 300. I think you've got to be happy with that, Duke.
I want to talk about the series, Battler, because, look, it does have a few knockers that it's a 3-week series, right? But I want to say this. You look at the way the series runs, so we run 10 heats, first, second and third. The 2 fastest force get through. They get another chance. They go into the semi-finals. That's what was afforded to Simply Limelight. That's what makes this series so unique, that he ran fourth in that first heat, won his semi-final, he comes out and wins tonight. What do they have to say about that?
Anyone who wants to rubbish the Golden Easter egg and it's a 3-race series, leave me alone. What do you just want, heats and final? Win a heat straight into the final. You beauty, wow, fair dinkum. We've got enough races around the country that you win a heat and you're straight into the final. Look at the champions which have won this race.
And that's what I say, this is the uniqueness of this race,
exactly.
mate. It's a 3-week series that you don't have to win every round. It's a tough grind. Tough dogs win this, champions win it as well.
3 runs in 14 days.
Yeah.
It's actually 3 runs in 14 days. It takes a really, really good dog to win it, a tough dog. And history says champions win this race. Any knockers out there about a 3-race series for the Golden Easter egg? Well, you've seen tonight, Simply Limelight running forth.
That's what I say. It vindicates
in
what the series
to
is.
make it through, so.
It vindicates it.
Oh,
it's unique. That's why we are biased, but that's why we regard as the holy grail of greyhound racing in New South Wales.
Go back to what every other race series pretty much in the country at the elite level, Group 1 level, for open ages, heat final.
There's no argument from me. I'm just saying what other people say, mate.
Yeah.
I love the series because it gives a dog like Simply Limelight, who ran 4th in a heat. 2 weeks later, he wins $300,000.
Absolutely, yeah.
So you can run your heats and finals. We do that every week, every month.